Welcome to the learning format of a second episode of the Good Night and Short Stories. Tonight's episode is titled The First Threshold – Courage to Begin the Path. This learning format accompanies the poetic story of the episode and offers you a gentle way to explore the language, the imagery, and the quiet inner movements woven into it. Before we begin, breathe in and out. Introduction: arriving in the learning format. Welcome to the learning format for episode 2. Here you will find word fields, nuances of meaning, small linguistic observations, a Birkenbiel-inspired exercise, reflection prompts, 2 poetic inner scenes, and an extended mini meditation. Everything is designed to be gentle, brain-friendly, and free from pressure. For a better understanding, you can use the transcription notes on YouTube. Before we explore the language, let's revisit the heart of this episode. The story: The Wanderer at the Gate. There once was a wanderer who walked through a wide, quiet landscape. The air was clear, the sky open, and the ground beneath his feet held the traces of many roads he had already traveled. One day he came upon a great wooden gate. It stood alone in the landscape. No wall, no fence, no sign to tell where it led. The gate was old, its dark wood marked by time, and by the hands of those who had touched it before him. The wanderer stopped. He did not know what lay beyond. Perhaps a forest, perhaps a cliff, perhaps a new path. He placed his hands on the wood. It was warm, as if the gate itself had a heartbeat. Then he heard a voice, not loud, not from outside, but deep within. If you pass through, you will be changed. The wanderer hesitated. He thought of what he knew, what was familiar, what felt safe. But then he remembered why he had set out in the first place. He was searching for something he could not name yet, something that called to him. He breathed in, slowly, clearly, and with a quiet, steady step, he walked through the gate. Behind him remained everything that held him back. Before him opened a path that would reveal itself only as he walked it. And the gate did not close. It stayed open for anyone who was ready. This story opens an image that accompanies us through this episode. The moment when a path appears, and we may choose to step onto it. Meaning: what a threshold truly is. A threshold is a place in between, a breath between 2 worlds, no longer here, not yet there. Thresholds are places of gathering, moments when we sense that something within us is ready to move. They do not say, "You must." They whisper, "You may." A threshold is a promise. The path will reveal itself once we step onto it. And often the bravest moment is not the step itself. but the quiet agreement before it. Sometimes a threshold is where the time pauses, just long enough for us to catch up with ourselves. And now we gently enter the language of this episode. Poetic scene, the inner threshold. Imagine you are standing in an inner room. Perhaps you know it, perhaps it's new. The room is quiet, not empty, just quiet. A place where thoughts settle like dust in a beam of light. Before you lies a threshold. No door, no frame, just a gentle shift, almost invisible, like the moment between breathing in and breathing out. You step closer, the floor is warm, the air soft, the space open. Perhaps you hear a whisper. Something begins here. You sit. You breathe. You listen. And as you rest there, you sense that this threshold is made of courage, of willingness, of a quiet inner yes. And as this inner space opens, we turn to the world outside. Poetic scene, the outer threshold. Imagine you are standing outdoors, perhaps in a wild landscape, perhaps at the edge of a forest. The air is clear. A soft wind brushes your skin. Before you stands a gate, not threatening, not closed, simple there. Like an old symbol you somehow recognize. The wood is dark, marked by time, and by the hands of others who touched it before you. You place your hand on it. It is warm, alive. Perhaps you hear a voice. If you pass through, something will change. You breathe in. The air tastes of possibility. You take a step, just one. Gentle, steady. And in the moment you cross the threshold, the landscape opens. Quiet, wide, true. With these two images, inner and outer, we now explore the language more deeply. Language exploration. This chapter invites you to experience the language of the episode, not analytically but gently, curiously and in a brain-friendly way. Each word field opens a small inner space, a tone, a picture, a mood. You may speak the words softly, let them echo inside you, or notice which one resonates today. Word field, threshold and transition. Words that describe the moment in between. Threshold. Die Schwelle. A passage between two states. Transition. Der Übergang. A gentle movement from one place to another. First step. Der erste Schritt. A small movement with great meaning. Before. Das davor. The moment of the gathering. After. Das danach. The moment of opening. To hesitate. Zögern. A pause before choosing. Example sentence: a threshold is a quiet invitation to move forward. Word field: courage and inner yes. Words that describe quiet inner strength. Courage. Mut. A soft inner rising. Readiness. Bereitschaft. A gentle opening. Inner yes. Inneres Ja. A quiet agreement. Calling. Ruf. Something that draws you without being loud. Departure. Aufbruch. The moment you begin. Example sentence: sometimes courage is only a single breath before the first step. Word field: gate and landscape. Outer images that carry inner meaning. Gate. Das Tor. A symbol of decision and transition. Landscape. Die Landschaft. A picture of possibilities. Path. Der Weg. Reveals itself only in walking. Vastness. Die Weite. Space for unfolding. Stillness. Die Stille. A place without demand. Example sentence: beyond the gate, a landscape opened that he could only recognize by walking. Mini glossary. Small keys to inner spaces. Inner agreement. Inneres Einverständnis. A quiet yes, I am ready. Possibility. Möglichkeit. Everything that can arise before it takes form. Change. Veränderung. A becoming without pressure. Direction. Richtung. An inner orientation. Threshold moment. Schwellenmoment. A brief moment with great depth. When the words of the episode echo softly within you, a playful next step opens. Birkenbiel exercise. Associations with the word threshold. Write the word threshold in the middle of the page. Let your thoughts wander freely. Images, movements, memories, feelings, colors, sounds, symbols, words from other languages. You do not need to sort anything. You do not need to judge anything. Just collect. Maybe an image appears. Maybe a feeling rises. Maybe only a quiet thought. Everything is welcome. From language, the path now leads into the mini meditation, stepping across the threshold. If you like, close your eyes. Breathe in and out. Let your breath become a little deeper without changing it. Just noticing, just feeling. Breathe in and out. Imagine you are standing before a gate. It is quiet. It waits. It does not push. It invites you. Perhaps it is evening. Perhaps a soft light rests on the landscape. Perhaps you hear only the wind moving through the grass. Breathe in and out. Place your hand on the wood of the gate. Feel the warmth. Feel the smooth place where many hands have rested. Feel the rough place where the wood shows its story. Maybe you sense a faint pulse beneath your hand. Not loud, not foreign, but like an echo of your own breath. Breathe in and out. Perhaps a voice appears, not from outside, not loud, but like a warm thought. You may. Breathe in and out. Now imagine taking a step, not large, not hurried, just one gentle step. The ground beneath your foot feels familiar, as if it has been waiting for you. You pass through, and on the other side is space. Perhaps vastness, perhaps light, perhaps a path that reveals itself only in walking. Perhaps only a feeling, a warm, quiet feeling of, I am on my way. Breathe in and out. Take a moment to feel the space without expectation, without effort. Maybe something softens. Maybe something becomes clearer. Maybe only a hint of calm appears. Everything is welcome. Breathe in and out. When you are ready, take a slightly deeper breath. Feel the ground beneath you. Feel your body. Feel the room you are in. And return to the here and now. Closing. The beginning. This second episode is a threshold. The quiet transition. A gentle yes. Tonight you felt what it is like to be ready. In the next episode we will explore the inner compass, the quiet force that guides you even when the path is not yet visible. Thank you for being here. Thank you for walking. Thank you for trusting yourself. If this episode has been good for you, you will find more impulses, texts, and small literary companions on my channels. You will find special offerings that may go a little deeper. Rituals, companion texts, exercises, and exclusive formats. You are warmly invited to linger there or simply let yourself be inspired. Everything is created with the same care as this episode.